So by now you've seen many different methods to painting boost material on Adidas shoes, but which is the best methods? And I will show you guys a couple of different ones in this video and which one for me worked the best. What is going on, guys? Hess here, CollectiveKicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys this video by your guys' request, so shout out to you guys that left the comments that wanted to see this video. A follow-up to the painting of the boost material on the 9317s. That was primarily the main one you guys wanted to see a follow-up on, but I've gotten lots of requests through the years about this pair as well, my Triple Black Ultra Boost 1.0, and I've actually posted pictures of me rocking these a lot on social media. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go check out my account at HessKicks, and you can see kind of just random stuff that I end up posting over there. But basically this actually held up really well also. But since then I've done a couple different methods, and the one that did not work very well you could see here, and it was just a really choppy job, and you could see that it definitely did a ton of wear on the back of the shoe. So I wanted to give you guys some pointers to basically make it so this does not end up happening on your shoes. I do also have one pair out here. This is actually the painted boost from Adidas. And so this is the way that this one comes. And I haven't heard anybody having any issues from the Adidas release pairs. If you guys have had any cracking on the Adidas pairs, leave a comment and let other people know. I'm just curious to see for those that have worn their black Ultra Boost or black NMDs or whatever it is from Adidas, if you've had any cracking or not. This one has not had any right there. But I've also done another pair over here, and I did this one with the Sharpie marker, so I did this one a little bit different. I did it with an oil-based marker, and it actually worked out okay on this one. There was a little bit of wear spots. I don't know if you can see them, but this one's really easy to touch up. All you have to do is break out that pen and then rub it over top of that area, and then you're good to go. Is it the best method? It's the quickest method and one that's easy to touch up, but it's probably not the best method. So far, the one that I've had the most success on was the 9317s, and I did a detailed video on how I applied all of the different layers of stuff to these ones. If you guys want to go check out that video, go check the description and you can go see how I applied everything and just watch me actually do all of the steps that I'm going to tell you guys in this video. There's basically just 5 steps that you need to follow. And so there's a couple different products that you'll need to be able to make this actually happen, but it makes it adhere to the boost really well. There's no rub or anything like that on the bottom of this. And I wore these more than any of the other Triple Black shoes that I have out here combined. And it really has minimal signs of wear, considering there's a little bit of wear spots here that I've noticed now. And even like right down here, I thought right here was going to be super bad, but I haven't seen any wear right here. It's really easy to get like this part right here worn down on the bottom of this boost, because this section back here actually touches the ground sometimes if you step. But the fact that that didn't wear thin on this one was really quite impressive. And you could see all the way up through here, none of this wore through around the side. There's a couple of tricks that I wanted to show you guys and some really critical points that I wanted to make about applying this to the boost shoes, because it's going to basically make the difference of whether or not this sticks to your boost or not. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'll show you guys some of the products out here in just a second. Also, this one, I've actually touched this one up a couple times. That's why it still looks really new. Let's go ahead and get into it, and I'll show you guys what you guys need. Again, go watch this video if you want to see the detailed review of what you need. But basically, first things first, you start off with some soap. I use Rejuvenator. You guys can use soap and water and a toothbrush, whatever you guys want. But if you guys do want to use some sneaker cleaners specific for shoes, you can use something like this. And you can shop at Rejuvenator and use code HessKicks for your order and save 10% off your order if you guys want to do that. You definitely want to clean the boost, and if it's a new shoe, you don't have to clean it, but you will have to do this next part, which is the most important part. So there's a couple different things you can use, and I will link these again in the description if you guys need to go shop at Angelus and get all of your other supplies there. But this is the Leather Preparer and Deglazer. This is pretty much critical. This is basically acetone for your shoes, or you can use a non-acetone nail polish remover. This is the one I used on the 9317s. And then this is the one that I used on the Ultra Boost. So this is definitely the critical first step. You have to use the deglazer, and this basically removes kind of that final finish on the boost material, and then it will allow you to actually go in and apply the next 2 steps and allow it to stick a little bit better. So I would say that this is the most critical part to applying anything to the boost for coloring, because if you don't do this step, this is what you end up getting. This pair right here is one that I did not apply any deglazer to at all. I just painted it, and this is kind of what it ends up like. Just really, really terrible. So definitely don't want to do that. Definitely want to use this. Highly recommend it. It's only like $6 or something like that, or just get acetone or nail polish remover. So that's the first step after cleaning. So the next steps, you can do one of two things. First, you can apply the jet black leather dye, as you can see right here, and then you can apply the flat black acrylic leather paint. I've heard that some people actually mix these two together and then apply it in one. I definitely prefer to do it in two phases. I go heavy on the black leather dye, and then I do a couple layers of the acrylic leather paint. Especially in the high traffic areas of the shoe, you want to make sure there's at least 2 layers on that. So the next step is to apply the matte acrylic finisher, and this basically is just a light little gloss over the shoe, and then you let it seal, and then the paint will not rub off of the shoe. Definitely an important part. Some people also mention that they mix the matte finisher with the flat black leather paint and basically just applied these two at the same time. You could probably do that as well, but I definitely wanted to do it in this order. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then once that's all dry, then you can use the final step. Originally, I was recommended to use this Mink Oil, which is a waterproofing and kind of conditioner for the shoes. But it doesn't work if you don't do this first step, as I've seen. Also, you could use something like this, which is what I've done on this pair specifically. I use the water and stain repellent. So that is the finisher, and then you let your shoe dry for 24 hours before you wear it, especially in wet conditions, and then it ends up sticking pretty well. And again, I've worn these for probably 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks straight, and I've worn them like basically a ton. So the fact that I've worn them so much and I have not reapplied anything to these is pretty cool, the fact that it actually ended up sticking. And you know, I ended up reaching out on Twitter and asking people some advice and what ended up working for people in the long run. A lot of people didn't really know that this was one of the methods that actually ends up working the best. So it's one that was mentioned a long time ago, and I've done a lot of videos on these myself, but unfortunately I only did this part on. I didn't show you guys the leather preparer in some of the videos, and because of that, the results were just really, really not very good. So it's kind of a learning opportunity for myself and then you guys out there as well, because we didn't have boost technology years and years ago. That's why this was one of the first shoes that I had out there online that basically was painted, because originally I was like, I don't want an all white like midsole with a black upper. I wanted a triple black look, and since then Adidas made an answer and then releasing shoes that are blacked out or different colored boost. But the boost is actually still painted on the Adidas versions as well. As you can see, the bottoms still have the boost, so it's not like they're using some sort of dye in the boost to be able to paint it. They're actually painting it after the fact. And I don't know how Adidas does it. If somebody has insight, that'd be cool. The other thing I wanted to mention is this is really, really important. When you have a pair of boosts that are just super beat up, this is a really good way to bring your boost back to life, because sometimes the boost gets really, really yellow, and this is one way where you can actually just turn the shoe and make it look brand new again. And I've seen a lot of people that have tagged me on Instagram and Twitter and shown me that they've done that. They took an old beater pair and they revived it. So this is one way that you can do that. If you buy these essentials right here to paint it out, there's definitely a lot of dye and paints that you get in these, so you can paint dozens and dozens of shoes. But this is the best way that I found to actually accomplish painting your boost. So leave some comments, let me know what you guys think. I think this was a pretty successful test, in my opinion, especially on this pair right here. And I'm happy with the results, and I'm happy to share the results with you guys. So hopefully you guys like the video, and if you do, hit the thumbs up button, por favor. And subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of when I post videos, and you can join the notification squad. Hopefully, again, you guys found this informative, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And looking forward to bringing you guys some more content soon. Thank you again for watching. Peace, guys.